Hi folks, in this video we're going to talk about how I spent $350,000 in Las Vegas. Woo! Las Vegas edition, yeah! Hi folks, it's Silver Dave at local Silver Mint in Weare, New Hampshire, where we sell the most wonderful silver and gold products from all the way around the world. And we make these super awesome fun videos that I hope you enjoy and find informative. And if you didn't hear, I just got back from Las Vegas and I spent a lot of money. Oh my goodness, we spent a lot of money on Las Vegas and it was a lot of fun. And actually I spent over $350,000 in Las Vegas. And not on gambling, booze, or hookers, mostly. Anyway, we spent the money, guess what we bought? Oh, you're probably not gonna guess. Well, here it is, folks. We bought 4 coin presses that used to belong to the US Mint, making billions of dimes and silver eagles. And we got them. They're ours now. Now, the amazing story, there's more to this story, and I want to tell you more about why these presses came up for sale and how we found them. It's a really amazing story, and I'm going to get into that more in this video, but it was just such an amazing trip, and I feel like the cosmic connection of getting these machines at the precise time that we got them, just when we needed them, as we're setting up our factory. If you didn't know, we are setting up a factory that's 12 times the size of our current manufacturing facility. 12 times the size. And we're getting all kinds of incredible machines. We have rolling mills that used to belong to Engelhard. You ever heard of them? Engelhard, the legendary silver refinery. Their rolling mills, they're ours now. And they're gorgeous. Those rolling mills are so gorgeous. If we brought them to a car show, they would win. Because they're beautiful. They're like 70 years old and they have all new bearings, fresh paint. They're beautiful. They last for hundreds of years. Incredible machines. We have these amazing tumblers that are absolutely wonderful. The tumblers, we got an amazing deal on them. We got them used, but for 1/3 the price of new, but in refurbished, like new condition, warranted from an amazing company. I'll just throw them out there. A&B Deburring, they did a great job. A&B Deburring in New Jersey, thank you so much for selling us these machines. We really appreciate it. They did such a nice job. They got them set up auto unload for us. Incredible machines. The coin presses that we got, and I'm going to tell you more about the coining presses momentarily. So excited about them. They're amazing. They are so rare. Absolutely incredible. Oh, what do we have here? Something's happening. Welcome, sir.
Well, hello, Dave. How are you doing?
Hi. Oh, what do we have? Oh, this must be the wood plaques that I was hearing about.
Exactly, yep.
Wow, look at the color of it. It's beautiful. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see this through the camera, the way it looks to my eyes. It's a beautiful color. And now, if I'm right, you're putting this up on the wall because we're going to set up a display and we're going to sell these.
You've afforded me the opportunity to use some of your wall space and sell these flags and plaques. The Appeal to Heaven flag, the Gonzalez Come and Take It Cannon flag, and some variations on that.
Yeah.
And a few other wood products.
And now, if you didn't know, local Silver Mint in Weare, New Hampshire is located just a few hundred feet from where the Pine Tree Riot occurred. And the Pine Tree Riot, which is what this signifies, was when King George III in 1775, side note, King George III, guy was a jerk. I'm glad he's dead. Sorry, Ma. The guy really was a jerk. But he demanded that every tree greater than a certain circumference was his, and he was going to come and cut it down. And so if you had a big, giant, beautiful tree in your yard, he was going to send his henchmen, and they were going to cut it down so they could make warships, so that they could start wars and fraudulent wars, and so that they could screw over the American people and lie, cheat, and steal like, you know, governments love to do. And so King George III, but the problem was that here in Weare, New Hampshire, people did not like that. And in fact, they said no. They said no so hard that they started a revolutionary war over it and slammed these guys. And so now here we are. And so Pine Tree Riot, that's what that is. Appeal to heaven. That's what this signifies, 1775. And now this is going to go on our wall. It could be yours. You could have it on your wall for a very fair price. And I think that you make these by hand.
I do.
You make them entirely by hand.
I lay them out, my CNC cuts them, and I hand finish them. They're all hand masked and painted by hand. And
in China?
No. In Newtown, Connecticut.
In Newtown, Connecticut. Made in USA. Not made in China, folks. So it's not 99 cents either. But it's high quality. Made in USA, Newtown, Connecticut, by a silver stacker. Support silver stackers so that they can stack more silver. Wow. So I guess we're going to put that on the wall.
I would appreciate that.
Thank you so much. He's got more of them, folks. If you want to see, we're going to have a bunch of them on the walls, and you want one, you could come on down to local Silver Mint and look at them yourself. You can walk away with one, or you can call us on the phone if you want it shipped to you. We can work something out that way, put some foam and some bubbles and stuff on it. Thank you so much, and it's great to see you again. Great job.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Wonderful. So you never know what's going to happen at local Silver Mint. We never know what's going to happen. There's constantly awesome stuff. Just kind of walking in the door. Things are incredible. What a day. Now, I think I was telling you about our awesome machines. And so I wanted to tell you the rest of the story of these coin presses that we got. Now, the coin presses that we got, they started their life at the US Mint. And they were making billions of dimes and silver eagle coins. And then in the late 1980s, a Las Vegas minting company bought them and started using them to make the brass gaming tokens that you would put inside of a slot machine. You know, you'd put them in there, and it's essentially like coins. And in fact, they were very highly guarded because they were redeemable for a face value in dollars. And so this Las Vegas company, they were using these presses to make the brass gaming tokens for the casinos. You'd stick them in the slot machines. And these presses and this company was making almost all of them all around the world, and almost all the ones throughout the city of Las Vegas at almost all the casinos. So they were making a lot of these, a whole lot of these. And so then a few years ago, the casinos went digital, and that they switched to where instead of putting brass tokens in the slot machine, instead you'd stick your credit card right into it, or you'd go to the cage at the casino and get a rewards card that they'd put money onto, and you'd stick that in. And so they stopped using the brass tokens. And so this Las Vegas Mint decided that said, okay, well, this is going to dry up. Why don't we they were all like 70 years old, the owners, and they're like, you know what? Why don't we just retire and sell this stuff off? And so they decided to retire and sell off the equipment, and they listed these four coining presses for sale. And I happened to see them within a few days of them coming up for sale. Now, I just want to add that for years, I've been seeing coining presses for sale in different places. But every time I'd see the coin presses, it was always a single strike version where it was $500,000. And in order to use it, you'd open up a glass window, you'd place one 1 ounce blank onto the tray, you'd close the glass window, and then you put 2 hands on safety switches, and then press the button, and ka-chunk, it would strike 1 coin. Well, that gave me nightmares every time I thought about the idea of doing 1 at a time. 1 coin at a time, it just drove me crazy. And for $500,000, when I saw these coining presses listed, when I saw these for sale, there was something that caught my attention. And what caught my attention was that there was a hopper tube that looked like it was filled with blanks. And when I saw that, I thought, wait a second, does this thing have an auto feeder? So I called the seller and I said, hey, looks like these have an auto feeder. Do they? And can you send me more pictures of it? And he said, yes, they do have an auto feeder. And no, I won't send you more pictures. You want to see it, come here and take a look. So of course, me and my production manager went out to Las Vegas a few months ago. We got there and we saw these things, and we even saw they turned one of them on for us for a demonstration, and this thing was going cha-ching, 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 and it was literally just striking coins at full cyclic rate like a belt-fed machine gun. And we were like, I need to use the restroom for 4 minutes. Anyway, so we were like, oh my goodness, we had to buy these. So we organized and we got the money together and we bought these things, and we were there for the past 2 weeks loading up into trucks. It took 3 full trucks, 50-foot trucks, we're talking the big trucks, took 3 of them filled to the brim to transport all this stuff. And I estimate that it would have cost possibly about $3 to $4 million to buy all the things we got along with these presses: spare motors, die collars, spare die material, crankshaft, flywheels, cranks, levers, Tudor valves, Johnson rods, flux capacitors, all this stuff. And of course, 4 coin presses, amazing coin presses that are full auto. They just go at the full speed. These things are so valuable, I can't even easily put a price tag on them. These things are literally money-making machines. And we have them now. They're in our factory. We got them across the country. We've got them now. I am so excited about these. It not only does it give us the speed to be able to produce a lot more product, but it also will give us a coined SilverBitz product. Instead of a stamped one-sided SilverBitz, we will have a double-sided coined SilverBitz, which I think is going to inspire more confidence in the customer. People are going to like it, and so we can sell a lot more. And with these presses, we can make a lot of them. Let me give you an example. We made and sold over 2.5 million of our little SilverBitz in the past 3 years. But with these 4 coining presses, we could make 2.5 million SilverBitz in 1 day. Ooh, boy. Yes, I am crazy. But this is real. And we are so excited. So anyway, folks, I'm so happy that we got these machines. And that, folks, is how it is that I spent $350,000 in Las Vegas and not on booze, gambling, or hookers, just on machines. Now, the machines, it did cost us about $80,000 just to transport the machines. The trucks, the loadouts, the people. I flew my whole production team out there. We all were there, and we loaded these machines. We got the job done. We had a lot of fun. Everyone loved the trip. Now everyone's like super buddies, like blood brothers or spit buddies or whatever the heck you call it. And we did it, and we received the machines. So anyway, that is my Las Vegas story. I hope you folks liked it, and I hope that you're having a lot of fun. Of course, I'm Silver Dave, and this is local Silver Mint in Weare, New Hampshire. I encourage you to subscribe, like, follow us, ring the bell thing for notification, and keep on stacking.